Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we try posting multiple updates a day. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So we are getting a correction right now. However, this to me looks like the biggest fake out ever. Now, of course, that's just my opinion and it does not really take in consideration the technical analysis that I'm going to show you. But still, if you look at this with a technical analysis point of view, I mean, it still looks pretty good to me, and this looks like a fake out. If you look at the 4-hour RSI on the Bitcoin chart, yes, Bitcoin went down like 6k, but we went from being overbought on the 4-hour to now almost being oversold. We still have to go down a bit more, but yeah, we are almost oversold, and maybe there is a trend line right here that could be respected. Let me actually put it on the chart and we'll see if we actually break below it or if the price reacts to it. So here we go. I mean, it should start reacting to it right now. We could go down another 1k or so, and then if we break below it, then we will most likely get to about $93,000 first, and then we get a bounce. Like I said, the RSI has cooled off quite a lot, and the price did not really go down too much. So yeah, this is looking very good. And also, if you look at the daily RSI, we are currently at the moving average, so this to me looks like a big fake out. Now we'll see if we actually get below the moving average or not, but right now it would be the perfect time to get a bounce, and if we do get a bounce, Bitcoin should continue going up for the remainder of the year. Now, of course, I'm still expecting Bitcoin dominance to start dropping very soon. And speaking of Bitcoin dominance, let's look at it. So it's almost overbought on the 4-hour chart, and the last time it was overbought was up here when Bitcoin dominance was at about 60%. So as you can see, it's getting weaker every single day, and this shows us that at some point it will break down. And what do you know, I'm expecting it to break down in the next couple of days, maybe the next 5 days or so, just because we had a cross on the bull market support band about 44 days ago, I believe, and in the previous cycles, after we had a cross on the bull market support band, we did nothing for about 48 days, and then all of a sudden, I mean, Bitcoin dominance started dropping, and that triggered the altcoin season, and this happened both in 2020, well actually in 2021 and in 2017, and guess what, it happened in 2017 after we tested the bull market support band after getting a cross on the bull market support band, and it also happened 48 days after the cross. So yeah, I think it's only a matter of time until we get that big move to the downside that I've been expecting to happen for a long time now. And keep in mind, we already got to the 0.618 extension of the previous all-time high, just like we got in the previous cycle right here. So I don't think we'll get another cycle high anytime soon. And by anytime soon, I mean in this cycle. So yeah, I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to start doing something like this. And I've been showing you this chart for months now. I've been talking about this chart for a long time, and I did tell you that it will most likely top out right here, and what do you know, it topped right here, and right now we are going down. Of course, we will not go down in a straight line, at least not yet, because as you can see in the previous cycle, for example, it did not really go down in a straight line. It first went down here, just like we went down right here, and then it actually did absolutely nothing. It tried getting above the bull market support band, just like we are doing right now, and then look at what happened. I mean, it dropped from like 60% to about 39% in a matter of 2 months or so. So yeah, I'm expecting something like this to happen again very soon, and I would not be shocked if it happened, well, if it started this month. Now, of course, it's not going to drop to like 40% by the end of this month. That's not possible, but it should be at 40% around May or June of this year. So we'll see if we get there or not. And I also want to talk about Cardano because this is a Cardano video after all. So let's actually start on the 4-hour chart first, because why not? So as you can see, we actually went down about, let's say, 15 cents or so, which is not really a lot considering the fact that we went up about 40 cents or so from this low right here. And if you look at the RSI, here we were overbought, and right now we're at similar prices, and the RSI has cooled off quite a lot, and maybe it is possible that we get more lows. Maybe we get to like 96 cents or so, maybe 95 cents, maybe even 93 cents, but I'm not expecting Cardano to break any type of support because, you know, we are almost oversold on the 4 hours. So if we get to the oversold territory by the time we get to like 92 cents or so, then it's going to be fine, because the last time we got to the oversold territory was down here when we were at about 76 cents. So we would still be in an uptrend no matter what. So this is looking extremely good so far. Let me actually put some trend lines here because I guess it works. So yeah, let me put this one here and one like this, and yeah, we're still in an uptrend. Now if we break below 89.4 cents, then we would break down and we will most likely get another low in the second wave right here, but I'm not expecting that to happen, to be honest with you. Now of course this could turn into a much bigger ABC structure, but I don't see that happening, especially not right now. And keep in mind, the third wave of this 1-2 setup right here cannot really go up in a straight line. It still needs to have 5 waves up, and I'm not really sure what this is. I mean, maybe this is a 1-2 setup, but you know, if this is the first 1-2 setup of the third wave, then the third wave will most likely get way above the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup right here. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what this is yet because it's a bit messy, but I will be able to tell you what's going on in the next couple of days if something actually happens. If we just go sideways, then yeah, I'm not gonna be able to tell you too much. However, if we start going up, then we should be good. Keep in mind, I'm still expecting Ethereum to do very well in this cycle, well, this month actually. And speaking of Ethereum, I just noticed this. Ethereum is currently oversold on the 4-hour chart, which is very bullish because it only went down about $300. Now, of course, $300 is still a lot, but keep in mind, we did not get below these lows right here and we are oversold, which could mean that at some point we have to do this. So yeah, this is looking like a very big fake out right now, and I would not be shocked if the market just started to turn around right now, because it would just make sense, honestly. I also want to talk about the Cardano daily chart. So here, as you can see on the RSI, we are no longer overbought like we were up here. And also keep in mind, here we were extremely overbought and the prices were somewhere between 66 cents and about $1.35. Right now we are at an RSI of about 52 and Cardano is at $1. So this is obviously extremely bullish, because if we want to start a third wave of the main third wave right now, the RSI cannot afford to be overbought already. So the fact that we got to these low RSI levels right here, even though the price barely dropped, well, of course it got a 40% correction, but keep in mind we had a 300% pump before that. So yeah, this correction was nothing and we did not even get to the 0.382 extension right here, so things are still looking good, and honestly I would not be surprised if we started going up right now, like I said. Also keep in mind, if we do go down more, then we should be able to stay above the moving average on the daily RSI. If we do not manage to do that, then maybe things are changing, but you know, this is just my opinion, don't take it as financial advice. I don't think we'll get below that. Now of course, this is just speculation, and this is, like I said, just my opinion, but I don't think it's likely that we get below the moving average on the daily RSI, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I also want to look at the weekly RSI because this is also important. As you can see here, we are also at the moving average. We already bounced once, we are now testing it again. And I guess if we bounce right now, we should finally be able to start the third wave of the third wave. Also, yes, we are almost overbought on the weekly RSI, but keep in mind, I mean, if you look at what happened right here, for example, in the previous cycle, I mean, what we have right now looks like nothing. Also, keep in mind, what happened here happened in a third wave of the third wave. So we could get to these crazy RSI levels very, very soon. And by very, very soon, I mean by the end of February, if we are following what we did in the previous cycle. So far, we have been following what we did in the previous cycle. We had the pumps at the exact same time of the cycle. For example, this pump right here, this was a 100% pump and it happened in December, just like the one we got in this cycle. However, in this cycle, we went up 300%. Then after that, we went sideways and down in December. And what do you know, in this cycle, we also went down and then sideways in December. And then in January, we started going up again. And what do you know, it's January and we are going up again. So far we have been copying what happened here. but I cannot confirm that we will keep doing that. However, if we keep doing that, then we should be near all-time highs or maybe even above all-time highs by the end of next month, which is February. And yeah, I mean, this is still looking very bullish. We are respecting support levels. And the minimum target for the third wave up here is, of course, the 200% extension of this one to set up. However, keep in mind it could overextend way above that. In the previous cycle, we actually got to the 1.618 extension of the previous all-time high, and in this cycle, if we did the exact same thing, that would put us above $5.30, which is the 1.618 extension of the previous 2021 all-time high. So far, like I said, Cardano is looking extremely good, and yeah, what we are getting right now looks like a big fake out to me. This has happened multiple times, so there's literally no reason to be upset right now or get scared. What you need to do right now is close the charts and, don't watch any videos about this because it's not worth it, and I believe in 1 month this is gonna look like absolutely nothing anyways, and nobody's going to remember this move to the downside, so nobody really cares what's happening right now, and that's okay. So nobody really cares about this move, at least you should not care about it, so yeah, just forget that it's happening and, I don't know, go grab a beer or something. And that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we post multiple updates a day. And yeah, like, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.